With your lack of intellectual credentials, I do not... When we return, have the scribe draft an ordinance before the next Nyargarbaha Day that prohibits public art performances. We will
Understood. I will inform...
The Sub-Zeru's fest...
It's okay. But you've been really looking for... It truly is unfortunate, but I don't want to cause trouble for... True, but... The next festival. Wait. No, nothing.
Paimon can't believe what those heartless geezers did! Maybe it really was because of exhaustion. Same here. Then, how about we settle in and get a good night's sleep? For now, we can chalk things up to exhaustion. We can do more thinking tomorrow.
Observing a modest drop in the output of Nyana energy, but values still remain within normal parameters.
Continue to monitor the variances in the data.
Why does Paimon feel so tired after so much sleep?
No, not again. Not again.
Good morning, Dinyarzad. Sorry to keep you waiting.
Not at all. I arrived early.
Huh? Paimon thinks you...
I'm doing well. There's no need to worry. Shall we go? Let's start with the stalls over there.
She's so different. She's getting less and less enthusiastic as this goes on.
Great idea! Let's get going! Traveler?
It's all thanks to Miss Dunyarzad's sponsorship that the children can enjoy the Sub-Zeru's festival. Oh, are you... It's not that simple. Each box contains a And there's all... No problem. These boxes of candy are numbered 1 to 5 from left to right. Which one do you want?
Number 4.
Oh ho! I like your confidence. No hesitation at all. Oh,
Paimon knew she always had incredible luck! Paimon's not really... What? She was...
That couldn't have been luck. How was the mind reading? X-ray?
Tell us what's going on! Since when did you get superpowers? Traveler? fruit, you know.
Over here!
What are you looking for? Why did we come here? Traveler?
This is like it's for now.
That's...
Wahida, please, I want answers. Wahida, I need answers. Wahida? Wahida! Wahida, please. Wahida. Wahida.
Look! That's... Isn't that Dunyarzad? What's happening here? Why are there two Dunyarzads? You already know that this isn't your first Sub-Zero's festival, don't you? I'm sure you already know how to use this. A knowledge capsule? Where did you get it? What's inside? You should use it too, Paimon. You know Paimon? Well... What the... This is our 20th time at the Sub-Zero's festival? Huh? No. The 30th? 40th? Just how many times have we been to the Sub-Zero's festival? Have we been trapped in a single day? If it weren't for you, we wouldn't have even realized. What the heck was inside that knowledge capsule? Your memories are still scrambled? Try your best to remember. This isn't the first time we've met, and I answered that question a long time ago. Let Paimon think. Oh, it's coming back. Meeting you was the real catalyst for restoring our memories, and the knowledge capsule was just your means of showing our minds the way. What about everyone else? Why are you only helping the two of us? Your sense of deja vu is stronger than everyone else's, yes? As for an explanation, you two received the blessing of Dendro, and you also have special, sensitive constitutions. It was as if a single sheet of paper was separating those memories from your consciousness. A familiar question. I think this is the 7th time you asked that. As you can see, she isn't doing well. You probably sensed it too. The Dunyarzad you were just with is different from the first Dunyarzad you met. That first Dunyarzad is in front of you right now, and she doesn't have a lot of time left. Looks like you're almost done sorting out your brain. Oh yeah, I'm Nahida. Good. What's happening? You can awaken our memories, and you seem like you know what's going on. Oh, wait. Everything in this world runs in a loop. This cycle is called the samsara. You, me, and everyone else are all stuck inside the one-day samsara. As for the truth, that's on you to find out. If you were told the truth instead of discovering it yourselves, it would literally blow your minds. I don't know how you'd be after that. I can only give you surface level help, like bits of information and subtle hints. For the rest of the time, I'll be doing all I can to slow down Dunyarzad's illness. She looks like she isn't doing well at all. Her illness gets worse after each Sub-Zero's festival. If we can break out of the samsara, I might be able to save her. But as things are right now, she's just a small bird in the sky that's about to lose its last feathers. All I can do is raise a gale to delay her fall. You sure love to use weird... Analogies are wonderful tools. They let you use existing knowledge to understand unfamiliar things. Okay, so, with what you know so far, what do you think the truth is?
I've already experienced the Sub-Zero's festival many times, and the day of the festival seems to be in a perpetual samsara. I can't... The moon, illusions, and lies. What do they all mean? The moon, illusions, and... Grand Sage said, go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart's content. Did he mean something more? What's happening right now? My mind feels... That doesn't sound right. Grand Sage said, go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart's content. Did he mean something more? The moon, illusion... That doesn't sound right. My mind...
A time loop. You've given similarly wrong answers in the past. A pity. Still the wrong answer? Paimon thought that made a lot of sense. It feels like time's just repeating itself. A simple time loop can't explain some of the phenomena. You two are still missing a lot of information. Unfortunately, I can't give you any more hints. Dunyarzad! The Sub-Zero's festival is happening every day, but that doesn't mean we can waste an infinite amount of them. Hurry and find the truth before today's festival ends. Let's think about our current situation. To save Dunyarzad, we have to escape the samsara of the Sub-Zero's festival. And to do that, we need to figure out what's happening. The truth. Nahida rejected the idea of a time. Paimon's memories say that we've already done this many times, but let's go talk to people again. It's more productive than sitting here and scratching our heads.
Hey, it's you guys. I see. Did you come back to buy something? I guarantee the freshness of my products. I harvest... Huh? What brought this about? I heard... What kind of philosophical... Didn't you know that...
He actually has a point. Is this a dream? True. It's so weird that people here... Anyway, if this all really were just a dream, we would have woken up a long time ago. Let's keep asking...
Oh, it's you two. Was my divination so accurate that you felt compelled to compliment me in person? Ooh, I knew it!
You're really excited about...
Help?
So, you're...
Anyway, what kind of situation did you get into? Huh? What you just...
I knew you...
Marvelous.
When you say it like that, the divinate...
I believe that the Archon's revelations are never more than vague hints. Anything more specific is beyond the reach of mere mortals. The book only says, if you trust your instincts and overcome your fears, the sun will surely rise.
So that's how it is. Looks like fortune-telling is just... We haven't made any progress. Who else can we talk to? Paimon remembers that we tried talking to her a couple of times, but she always thinks we're playing pranks on her. You think she'll brush us off again? Yeah, if we
I'm fine, my...
Perfect timing. But
Paimon, Traveler, you came at just the right time. Listen, there was a dangerous Huh? You
want the Traveler to...
How did you know what
We need to say something...
People in Sumeru don't dream. What a strange phenomenon. Dia sold her greatsword to raise additional funds. The moon, illusions, and lies. What do they all mean? My mind feels exhausted, even though I haven't done too much thinking. What is going on? That does...
Tell her, Traveler!
I didn't tell anyone about that.
All right.
It's kinda hard to believe what you just told me. First, let me make something clear. Most of us desert dwellers might not be...
She's quieter.
Yeah, she isn't the same as before, but her parents said that this is how she was like.
Huh?
I don't quite understand what you're all talking...
My lady, are you angry? All right.
Zip on up! Nahida! We brought a friend! Are you busy?
Oh, Hilda, we need help.
I thought I told you that it won't help to bring anyone here. We just wanted her to see the real Dunyarzad's condition.
The real Dunyarzad?
Huh? I told you that you two are special.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes.
Hold on. Over there. Is that
Wow.
Miss Dunyarzad? She's lying down here.
Her condition's really bad, and she's basically in a coma. How did you know she was here?
I can sense her aura.
Do you believe us now? So, you think the sages are behind this?
Yeah, they've always been against us. Wouldn't surprise me if they're using the Akasha to intentionally repeat the Sub-Zeru's festival as a sick joke.
You have a point. Aside from the Dendro Archon, the Academia's sages are the only ones in Sumeru who could pull off something like this. Maybe there's more to the Akasha than we know. Right! Didn't you awaken our memories using something that looked like... The Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace, and it grants knowledge to the people. A gnosis could do that? No one...
So, this Nahida you mentioned, what did she say?
She said, and Paimon quotes, "The Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace, and it grants knowledge to the people."
Compiles the wisdom of the entire populace and grants knowledge to the people. Wait. I get the grants knowledge part. That's what people have always used the Akasha for. But compiling the entire populace's wisdom? How does that work?
Did she mean that the sages enter new knowledge into the Akasha? Oh yeah, that sounds about right. What do you think?
Okay, Nahida said, the Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate. As my mind feels... What's happening right now? People in Sumeru That just...
You mean the Akasha is causing our mental fatigue? Huh. Now that I think about it, my head's been feeling unusually heavy. When the desert dwellers set off on their quest for knowledge, a sage once said, knowledge always comes at a price. Compiling the entire country's knowledge. You think the Akasha pulled a 180 and is extracting information from us? Who knows? The Akasha can put knowledge into our heads, so who's to say that it can't also poke around in there?
What's the point of doing something like that?
Just think about it. If you could combine the knowledge of every single person in Sumeru, then you can basically turn Sumeru City into a single massive brain. This hive mind could make breakthroughs in problems that even the smartest geniuses can't crack.
An excellent deduction. And the analogy comparing... In that case, we should take off our Akasha terminals right away. Maybe that'll solve this problem.
Yeah.
How does everyone feel? Huh? What is it? Oh, that! Paimon knows what you're talking about. It's a single soft beep that sounds like it's coming from the Akasha terminal.
The sound of a beep. Could it be a prompt tone for when the Akasha is operating?
That's probably an important clue. We weren't using our terminals, but we heard a beep anyway. Traveler, did you...
I heard it too. Our ears aren't messing with us. There was we took off our Akasha terminals.
Phase runtime has exceeded its expected length. At this rate, there may be casualties.
But we cannot lose all of our progress.
Paimon remembers everything! Good. You adapted quickly this time. We definitely took off our Akasha terminals last night, but we still heard that beep. Why is that? Oh, Paimon doesn't get it. It's extremely difficult for lab rats in an experiment to understand why they're being treated the way they are. If we're lab rats, then what are you? Nahida, you've never told us anything about yourself. I guess I'm the moon. The moon? Wasn't that the... Anyway, knowing who I am won't help you get closer to the truth, so you should focus on other things. Don't get distracted and miss any clues. Okay then. Dia helped us a lot yesterday.
Ah, there you are. I've already taken care of those kidnappers. My lady, did you get hurt? What's wrong? Why are you both gawking at me like that?
You didn't...
Huh? What do you mean this time? Why are you so surprised that I managed to get out unscathed? Those kids were amateurs. Shh! How...
So Dia's lost her memories after all.
Anything strange? You already know that I got a new greatsword. If I had to say something, it's weird how such a new weapon could feel so familiar. It's as if I've already used it to fight a countless number of battles.
You're saying that, although you don't remember...
That's right. Both mercenaries and warriors heavily rely on muscle memory. Only knowing the theory of battle won't get you anywhere.
Traveler, what do you think? Yeah, Paimon's feeling really hopeful. Oh, you're right! Earlier in the Samsara, something like this would have never happened.
I have no...
So you want us to...
How did you know what...
Whew, it's finally nighttime. Listen, Nahida, do you think the Samsara has been broke? Really? Good job on all... Hey! What kind of... Tomorrow will come. Everyone assumes this is common knowledge, but the only way you can know that for sure is if you experience tomorrow. How many todays has it been? Is it possible that today will be followed by yesterday? Does tomorrow truly exist as anything beyond a made-up concept?
Nahida, don't make me question my existence.
It's even possible that this entire world is a lie, and the history of the whole world has just been one endless Sub-Zero's festival. Okay, no more! Paimon's brain is already shut down. That's why it makes no sense to waste your energy thinking about things you will learn tomorrow. Get some good rest. You know, use the bathroom and flush your anxiety dookie away. Huh? People always say they feel a sense of relief after they take a duk-duk. That's why I suggested you could try that. Is that so strange? It's so strange and so against common sense that Paimon's at a loss for words. Yeah. Even though it's happy and lively at the Sub-Zero's festival every day, it feels like it's been a long time since we...
Continue the harvest, compared to what we stand to achieve.
We're still in the same day! Nahida, you already knew last night that we... Would there have been a point? You would have spent the night with new worries, with tomorrow still out of reach. In that case, you might as well rest within that brief moment of hope. An opportunity like that doesn't come by often. Paimon's at the Duke did that! Whatever. Guess you were looking out for us after all. Of course. In the time we've been together, you two have been everything to me. Paimon's flattered and everything, but... What I mean is, even though I had asked you to solve this puzzle, you two are still the only ones who can see me and sense my presence. In other words, if you weren't here, I may as well not exist. That's why you two have been everything to me. Get it? Nahida's talking about confusing stuff. Anyway, that's enough chit-chat. So, Traveler, did the new clues yesterday help you gain a new understanding of the situation? Huh? Why are you scrapping your previous theory? Oh, yeah! You're right! Gosh, how did... So, what's your new hypothesis?
Mercenaries rely heavily on muscle memory. If all our memories of a day are erased at the end of that day, then we would unwittingly relive that same day again and again. We've already Okay.
Oh! Then the beep we hear every night could just be indicating the deletion of our memories! That's why when we wake up, everyone thinks the Sub-Zero's festival hasn't happened yet. It's already the next day, but everyone still thinks it's the day before. But muscle memory can't be erased. That's why Dia has been getting better at using her greatsword. Now everything makes sense. A brilliant deduction. Nahida, tell us if we're right or wrong. To put it simply, it's as if you've mistaken a pyro crystal fly for a firefly in the night. You lost sight of its true nature because you focused— That isn't simple at all! Why don't you go talk to Miss Dia again? You might learn something new. Right! She did help us find our latest clue after all. Let's go!
There you are. Really took me a while to find you.
As expected.
Get hurt? Why would I?
Well, you're still getting used to your...
Huh. Truth be told, I also think it's pretty strange. It just suddenly felt so familiar in my hands and... Wait a second! How did you know I got a new greatsword to begin?
Traveler, could you explain the situation to her today? Paimon's gotten a little sick of doing it. Oh, that works.
What happened to you guys while I...
Don't think too hard about it. Just take what we're saying.
Alright then, let me get this straight. You're telling me that my body...
Yes, you're...
And I'd have to disagree.
Oh? Why do you think that?
If we've actually been reliving the Sub-Zero's festival day after day, then what happened to the things we used, the money we spent, the food we ate? Common sense says my wallet should have emptied itself a long time ago.
Right. They could use the Akasha to record what everyone did that day. It's not very likely, but it's also...
No, it is...
You have proof.
You two are surprisingly serious about this nonsense. Come with me. Miss Dunyarzad? Please come along as well. I still can't guarantee that this area is safe.
Paimon can't believe it's Dia who wants to show us something this time. 2 days ago, we were the ones taking her to see Dunyarzad. Over here.
This is it.
Huh? This is a wooden training dummy. What about it?
See those marks on the dummy? Those are the result of several days' worth of practice. Let's say the sages didn't replace it every day. Shouldn't it be hacked to pieces by now?
That's true, but what if they did?
Then the sages would have had to reproduce every mark I left during previous training sessions. I'm a professional fighter. My martial school, the force, angle, and entry point of each... It's just as they say.
Is it really impossible?
People often say that a camera's photo can never replace an artist's painting because the former has no spirit to it. The same thing applies here. At a mere glance, I can differentiate carved marks from... Whew! Hope that cleared things up for you. Anyway, it's getting late. I should escort Miss Dunyarzad to Nilu's stage. See you later.
Well, back to square one. Is our memory deletion theory also wrong? But at least we've reached some other conclusions in the meantime. Yep, that's true. So, strange? Paimon feels like everything's been strange lately. Huh? Leaving the city? You're right! It's real. Paimon can't believe it! Did we miss this? How about we go back and ask Nahida?
Nahida, I need help.
Step on up!
Nahida, we're back! You're back early today. Did you find something new? Sort of. We're mostly sure now that we're not in a time loop. And we also aren't in the real world. But at the same time, we have a new question.
Leaving the city. As far as I remember, you've mentioned your plans to do that twice before.
We did? But we don't remember.
Let me think. I don't think you ever actually told me what the outcome was. Oh, it But you two sometimes stay out the entire night anyway, so at the time...
It is true that sometimes we lose track of time during our investigations. Before we know it, it'll already be the next day. But still...
Really? That's kinda strange.
Yep, something here's definitely fishy. Let's get to the bottom of this tomorrow. Our memories are back! About that...
Traveler, aside from your memories that were just restored, listen to it and you'll understand.
Can't go back. There are countless spaces here. Our Sub-Zero's festival in Sumeru City is just one of them.
Traveler, you should be missing... It's time to carry out our plan from yesterday. Okay, let's go!
This is hard to remember.
Why can't we leave the city? What is the academia up to now?
Don't ask me. It's not like I can tell you anything. This is a direct order from the Grand Sage. Just wait until tomorrow.
I have a real emergency. My goods have already arrived at port.
That's your problem. Make sure you...
But it's not like you can just predict business matters in advance.
It looks like the academia already announced. Let's go and question. Hello, sir. What?
Here we go again. Don't... We just received an order that no one is allowed to enter or exit Sumeru. And...
It looks like he really doesn't know. If we can't get anything out of him, let's take matters into... This is a good spot. And the guard hasn't noticed us. Huh? Why? Are you... What? Oh, Paimon knows... Okay. Promise Paimon that you'll come back and please... Memories! Traveler! Paimon would never... Paimon waited for you for hours and hours at the city wall and you never came back! You promised Paimon that you were only taking a quick walk.
Paimon, calm down. She's here now. I don't think she understood what you were saying.
Paimon doesn't care! Paimon wanted to go look for you, but you also said that Paimon should stay! Paimon was so worried and so scared the entire day! Okay. Paimon will forgive you. The most important thing is that you didn't actually disappear. Oh, Paimon was so scared that you had gone into another world!
Okay, Paimon, can you tell us your perspective of what really happened yesterday? I see. Using two people's different perspectives.
After that, you left the city. Paimon kept her eyes on you the whole time, but then you disappeared in an instant. No way! Paimon was watching you with the fullest attention.
What's your perspective, Traveler? You sure you don't have any memory of this? I guess that explains everything. You also lost your memories the last 2 times you tried to leave the...
So, if we leave the city, our memories will be completely erased? It really sounds like something big, but this way, we'll also never discover what's outside. Something like a message? But how can we send it back?
Don't look at me like that. I'm not used to being stared at. Well...
Yep, now we're
Here you go.
What? Isn't this just an Akasha terminal?
You made some little changes. Akasha terminals are already capable of sending messages. I just tweaked it so that it can connect to any node.
To make something like this? Nahida...
Yep. I'll help you save the messages. It should be pretty easy to use. I just can't guarantee the user's status and signal coverage when they're outside the city.
We'll never know until we try. At least we're Let's go then. Let's expose those... Okay. That covers everything that's happened so far.
Yes. Although the signal was choppy and had some interference, we still managed to receive 2 messages from you when you were outside.
Okay, now that you understand what's going on, let's hear the messages together.
Can't go back. There are countless spaces here. Our Sub-Zero's festival in Sumeru City is just one of them. I've entered another space. Before me are flowing sandstone and howling fish. Impossible and surreal sights. All these spaces are empty, except for the occasional ones that contain mute puppets rather than people. I can't sense any human presence.
Yeah?
That's one heck of an info dump. It sounds like you left the Sumeru City space when you... But
there's another part here.
These spaces have been disappearing, one after the other, absorbed by something like a sun in the sky. And now, even the final space has also disappeared. Behind me, a lot of spaces just appeared again from thin air. I get it now. Those spaces are actually...
Why did the message end?
Probably because yesterday just happened to end at that moment.
Oh, right.
Highlight the message. It should have come from the Traveler's Akasha terminal.
After the beep, Traveler said even the final space has also disappeared.
Traveler, what do you think that final space could have been?
All the bizarre spaces I saw outside the city had one thing in common. A lack of human presence. Was that space... My impression is that...
Oh, so that's what it is! After the sound of the beep, the final space, the Sub-Zero's festival, also disappears. And we're taken to the next day. Later on, Traveler also mentioned a bunch of new spaces materializing behind them. Dude, lots of Paimon's head is spinning.
Well, consider this. For all the horrors of the Archon War, at its heart, it was just a game, so no matter how strange or spooky things may look on the surface...
Wow, the Archon War, huh? Do you want some alone time to think? Up.
The dance of Sub-Zeros is about to begin. I'm going to go watch it.
Okay. Why don't you...
Okay then. See you later.
it out yet, Traveler? Time is ticking away. Awesome! What is it? Paimon wants to know. Oh, wait, no. Let's meet up with Nahida first.
Surprise!
Oh,
You're back! I've been waiting forever for you two. Judging by the looks on your face, are you ready to take your Sub-Zerius exam? And okay.
All the bizarre... Those faces remind me of... dream. The moon... People in Sumeru don't dream. We are all in a dream. It isn't that the people of Sumeru don't dream. Rather, the Akasha is taking their dreams from them.
People in Sumeru think they don't dream. But the truth is, and those spaces with no human presence are stolen dreams without their host. That would explain why they sounded so weird when she was trying to describe them. Huh. So people in Sumeru do dream after all.
That correct answer. Now, how did you conclude that the Akasha is capable of this? The Akasha relies... It is the men... It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace. And it grants knowledge to the people.
Oh, okay. Those dream-controlling creatures in the forest also get their power from the Sumeru Archon, right? But is stealing everyone's dreams really how the Akasha compiles their...
Dreams are fantastical, complex, and full of imagination. People's brains are the most active when they're dreaming. In other words, dreams are rich bundles of human wisdom.
So in other words, the complete opposite of how Hypatia understood it. Paimon remembers her saying that the sages think dreams are foolish delusions, and the fact that no one dreams is a blessing from Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. So it was all a dirty trick. The real story is that the sages from the Academia are using the Akasha to steal people's dreams for their own use, huh?
Oh? By the sounds of it, you understand the current situation pretty well. So then, what about the Samsara?
The beep is a prompt tone for Akasha operations. Those faces kept Those dreamscapes. Rampage said... My mind... We've already... I can't...
Correct. The Akasha is keeping each person's brain in a constant dream state, but also separating their consciousness from their own dream. Their disembodied consciousness is placed inside the collective dream of the Sub-Zerius festival along with everyone else's, while their now vacant dreams are harvested by the Akasha. No one is any the wiser as another day passes in the dream, and so begins another samsara cycle. People wake up to yet another dream about the Sub-Zerius festival. The dreams that belong to them are once again harvested by the Akasha, And so it continues.
So, this is like a dream factory, and the Akasha is a dream harvesting machine.
Very good, Paimon. Using analogies well is an excellent...
Okay, so that beep we keep hearing is actually from our real-life Akasha terminals. Taking off our terminals in this dream doesn't do anything.
Alright, last question. Who am I?
Lesser Lord Kusanali.
They say that alchemical divination is the Dendro Archon's
So you know this. I thought that one would be the hardest question. That's why I put it last.
That wasn't hard at all. Even Paimon guessed it. Now that you mention it, Nahida, it's funny. Thinking back to when we were asking all over the place for info about Lesser Lord Kusanali, Paimon didn't...
Yes, those can wait until we're back in real life. On the other hand, I'd be happy to answer any more questions you have. You asked me this question before. Now that you know this is all a dream, this answer should hopefully make more sense. Have you heard the saying, don't wake a sleepwalker? Likewise, if someone suddenly had told you all this instead of you, your notion of reality and dream would be thrown into irreversible. That's why I could only give you... Firstly, this dream we're in is completely based on reality. People have already... Secondly, you're probably wondering why people don't have any memories from earlier samsara, right? That's because people don't remember their dreams most of the time anyway. And in any case, their actual dreams are being taken away from them by the Akasha. So whenever they wake up in this dream of the Sumeru Festival, they don't remember anything from their previous identical dream.
That reminds Paimon. Traveler had a dream when we were in the Avidia Forest, but couldn't see what it was about after waking up.
Yes. Only after receiving the blessing of Dendro can a person gain the Dendro element's dream-enhancing power. Meanwhile, everyone else has no idea that they are in the Sumeru Festival.
Can humans really keep dreaming forever like this? Will it ever end?
And you might say your mental fatigue has already answered this question. Eventually, there's only especially those whose health is compromised to begin with, like Dunyarzad. This relentless exploitation takes an even...
People's lives are at stake here, and no...
I know, right? Why did they have to base this dream on my birthday? Could it really just be a coincidence?
Even you don't know the reason?
The Academia sages are determined to harvest lots of dreams in a short time, no matter the cost. They have to be up to no good. Unfortunately, I don't know anything about it. Traveler, do you have any information?
Grand Sage said, go...
Celebrate the birth of that god? Could it mean... deceiving the people of Sumeru with no regard for their safety? No matter what they're trying to do, this is unforgivable. After we end the Sumeru Festival Samsara, we have to look into them.
How can the sages of the Academia do this?
In the end, I'm just the moon.
A sun and a moon? Oh, we're out of time today!
I'll tell you how to break free of the samsara tomorrow.
Good morning, Nahida. Wait. Now that Paimon remembers everything, should we instead say good morning, Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Nahida? Nahida?
Hey! What's wrong, Nahida? You don't look too good.
I'm afraid that what you're thinking right now is correct.
Did Dunyarzad already...
The real Dunyarzad's consciousness has indeed disappeared. It can no longer endure the constant dream harvesting.
Paimon can't believe it. Wait,
she's actually something like a puppet, but not the real Dunyarzad's consciousness could no longer keep playing her, so another Dunyarzad appeared to replace her in the dream. Just like the grass and the trees.
But personality-wise, she's nothing like the real Dunyar.
Puppets are stiff, and can't copy a living person's vitality. After all, they're just there as filler. You know, speaking of which, the old Dunyarzad might not have been too different from a puppet.
Dunyarzad truly believed that she met you within her consciousness. And it was...
Yes. Back then, her family was overly protective of her. No one cared about her personality or thoughts. It was as if I just gave her a little wisdom so she could look at life in a new way. So that she could be her own person. But even so, she's still far from it. I'm still a long way off from being a real Archon. I couldn't even save her.
Please don't beat yourself up over it, Nahida.
I'm not beating myself up. All I did was...
Don't be like that, Nahida.
To prevent more tragedies like this.
Great, but how do we do that?
Although the Sub-Zero's Festival dream is under the Akasha's control, that means this dream belongs to a host who created it.
Huh? So,
well, if this is someone's dream, then everything here must come from deep within, which means, with the power of imagination, they can change...
Imagination?
Imagination means breaking through, like when the server at a tavern brings a plate to you. You'd naturally... However, if you're the dream's host, and you become aware that you're dreaming, the dream will respond in kind. And the server really will bring you gold and... But right now, our host is unaware that this is a dream.
Who's the host?
No matter... Find some way to make that person real...
How are we going to find them, though? If it could be anyone, it'd be like... And even if we did find them, after all, like you said...
It's extremely difficult, yes. As for me...
Out of town?
Yes. I want to try something. Hurry and go.
Oh, she was such a good person. Yeah. Saving Dunyar, but... We mustn't lose hope. Paimon's wondering... Do you think the sages would get one of their own to be the host of this dream? Feels like it would be easier to control it that way, no? Huh. That's true. Plus, the sages probably weren't counting on... So, who do you think the host of the dream is? Oh, that would make sense. Ferris, then let's go ask him some questions.
You're back. You left in a hurry last time.
Everything's fine.
An experiment.
Could you make a wish?
You want me to...
Last question!
Okay, my wish.
Oh.
I noticed earlier that she looked a bit down, and she just doesn't seem like her... I've also wondered if...
So, you...
When she placed the hat of the Knight of Flowers, what she didn't realize was that... Okay, I'm ready to make my wish. I would like Miss Dunyarzad to appear in front of me right now with a smile on her face.
I don't think
Here
this
goes.
is gonna work.
Please come true.
It's not working.
I'm gonna open my eyes. Oh!
What?
Fucky! Sorry, but only one portion of Yalda candies per person. Back home you go. Nice try, you two.
Guess he isn't the host of this dream after all. Should have expected it wouldn't be this easy. It seems like everyone who knows Dunyarzad...
My lady, step back.
That sounds like Dia! Huh? But Dia can handle them! Hey, Traveler!
Oh, it's you. Great timing. Please take... Hey, this is my job. The homie Yanni's pay me, not you. You... Anyway, watch yourself.
So you got yourselves...
New
Dare to mess with me? Gears of the storm! Too late for regrets!
That's close enough.
We'll see about that! Too late for regrets! Dare to mess with me? Too late for regrets! Dare to mess with me? Too late for regrets! Traveler, were you just taking your anger out on those guys? You and Nahida both. Dunyarzad wouldn't want to see you two like this. Oh, and speaking of her, Paimon, remember how during the first Sub-Zero's festival, before the Samsara started, we came here with Dunyarzad. She said it was because she had forgotten something. Okay, so Paimon's memory is working so far. Anyway, Paimon also remembers that she has stayed... Yeah. This is the place. It's rude to enter other people's... Hey, the windows are unlocked. Okay, Paimon's gonna take a peek in... This was only a temporary residence, so there was pretty much... Should we open it?
I ain't breathing this, I'm sorry.
Wow. Dunyarzad wrote, even though she was also busy preparing for... She must have wanted to give this. If we hadn't found this book, we never would have known. But now that we know, we... Hey! Where are you off to now?
Quote and quote. That's not. Quote and quote. Dunyarzad, where are you?
Over here!
Yes, Dunyarzad, that isn't Dunyarzad, where are you?
It's Dunyarzad's puppet. Traveler. You must be exhausted. Come to think of it, we've been stuck in this place for a really, really long time. Heck, even the last time we were chatting happily with Dunyarzad feels like an eternity ago.
Oh my god.
Paimon still remembers when we were sitting here, and the way her eyes sparkled when she...
There will always be frustrations in life.
That was what the real Dunyarzad said, wasn't it? Does that mean...
Yes, Traveler.
Oh, so she's still just a puppet. But just... What? Where are we going this time?
Step on up!
If you continue to resist, we will have to order an investigation into every single event organizer. The Grand Sage has already granted...
Oh. Traveler?
Traveler?
Traveler? What the heck? Wait, they're not reacting. Have they been... Oh, of course! So they're just
What is this? What happened to the Grand Sage and his entourage?
Wait, what?
Like I said, Yes. The Greater Lord brought forth new Padisaras in memory of the Goddess of Flowers.
That beautiful shade of purple. Aren't these... But didn't you just say all the real flowers went extinct after the
Yeah. What's... huh? You guys are acting...
It's Nilo!
Hey! They disappeared! So Nilu's the host. Purple Body, it's just like the example. So when you saw the flower, but if we want to end the samsara, how should we make...
Am I dreaming?
Huh? Wrong guess. As far as you know...
Yeah, but...
Ooh,
Yep. His piety and with all kinds of spectacular scenes appeared in front of the First Sage. As if all the knowledge in the world was being painted onto a canvas right before him. He was captivated. After who knows how long, he mastered all the knowledge he could comprehend. Afterward, he said to the Sumeru Archon smiled. The next second, the sage found him. His wife lying next to him said, "You're off to search for the den." In the end, the First Sage took care of many disasters.
So, the First Sage was dreaming ever since the beginning of the story?
Yes. But his faith and determination...
Paimon understands where you're coming from now. That's a...
I see. Well, it just so happens that today's Sub-Zero's festival is almost... Since we're in a dream, let's make this final dance of Sub-Zeros as beautiful as we can.
Yes! I can't wait to see this. Yo!
The wait is over, everyone. I dedicate this to our god, the dance of Sub-Zeros.
She looks so pretty.
I'd be lying if I said I had no regrets. I would have loved to see Nilou's dance.
Good morning, traveler. Oh, Paimon feels like Paimon's head. Paimon thinks it was the Sub-Zero's festival. Have we finally escaped from this? Quick! Take off your Akasha terminal!
Victoria's hot.
She's not in her room. What happened? Huh? Hey, go away!
Catherine?
Well done, Traveler and Paimon. And thank you, Dunyarzad.
I'm sorry, who?
Dunyarzad!
Oh, a Traveler Paimon. I just had a dream.
Catherine?
You're actually Nahida, aren't you? Paimon felt like Catherine was acting weird when we met at the Sub-Zero's festival. And Dunyard,
It's a really long story. We shouldn't disturb her. Her consciousness is still weakened. Let's chat somewhere else.
Step on up!
let's talk about Dunyarzad first. It's such such a relief that she's all right. After we parted on the last day of the Sumeru's festival, I left the city in among the countless dreams, I found one that was growing fainter and fainter. This proved my suspicion. Once Dunyarzad could no longer bear the Akasha harvesting her dreams, her consciousness began to dissipate. Such a small fragment of consciousness can't last, where both will gradually fade, and I used all the power I had to keep her dying dream alive as long as possible. So it looks like we did manage to save Dunyarzad in the end! No, huh? Why are you? Both are fine. Everyone reacts differently. Alright, you two must have a lot of other questions for me, right? After all, to be accurate, I'm using the Akasha as a medium to occupy Catherine's consciousness. How did you do? Theoretically, I can enter anyone's mind as long as they're... The Akasha is the legacy of Greater Lord Ruka. I've always respected my people's free will, so I've never actually occupied their consciousness. When necessary, I just borrow this bionic Snezhnayan puppet. Oh, hold on. Did we just learn some deep, dark secret? So Catherine is... No. Wonder Paimon felt something was off about her. What about your own body? Why do you need to buy... That story begins a long time ago. After Greater Lord Rukkhadevata disappeared, the sages... At that time, I was young and weak. The sages kept me in the sanctuary of Suristhana. However... I do understand that they had hoped to find greater... So, the sages basically put their new Archon under house arrest? How dare they! Why don't you teach... In some ways, and I... Yeah. Trying to find a way every once in a while, I will also take up the duties of... At the Avidia Forest, you also heard someone's voice. Yeah! So you do... It's Azzy a message from King Deshra. Okay. I still... Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's residual conscious...